A ring on the finger, but what about the heart? On Broken Pen today, we dive into a dilemma that blurs the line between friendship and emotional betrayal. When does a bestie become a threat? He thought he was marrying his soulmate, but now another man, his so called cool old friend, is always around, crossing lines that should have been clear. A teary eyed bestie at their engagements, compromising moments behind closed doors, and a wife who insists it's nothing, we're just cool like that. Here lies the question: is it really nothing? Now, this question is to all of you that have male best friends as a woman and female best friends as a man. Obviously, nobody is downing the fact that it has been normalized. Nobody is saying that once you have a female best friend as a guy or a male best friend as a woman, you may be doing something bad with them. But at what point do you draw the line? And at what point do those lines get blurred? Today is Thursday, and as usual, we're coming to you live from Content Studio here in Laboni, and we're held down, of course, by Nax Calabash and Cocktails. You can join the conversation on all our social media platforms at MX24GH. Don't forget the hashtag Broken Pen, or you can send us your messages, your opinions via our WhatsApp number 0550 331 511. Of course, my name is Yavita, and today with me, you know him. He's a familiar face. If you watch the previous seasons or previous episodes, you'd see that he's usually at his, he was one corner by the bar stand, just, mixing the cocktails for us. But today, he's in and on the seat. Ladies and gentlemen, President of Zico's Group and CEO of Nax, Nana Kungate. Hi, Zico.
Hi.
Okay, tell us what's happening here. What's going
I'm
on?
just trying to recap our last session.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
you know how we doing.
Yes, I remember when Roy
Yeah,
King
our-
was
yes,
teaching
our-
us
our first
how
episode,
to
yeah, our episode 1, yeah.
was teaching us how to clap.
Clap
You know,
that,
he
clap
had
that,
a
clap.
yeah, he had a. If you watch that episode, like, you clearly know what we're talking about. But Zico, it's
Yeah.
nice to see you on the seat today. Today you're not behind your little bar barrel mixing the drinks. How does
Okay,
it feel?
I'm enjoying the vibe. Yeah,
Enjoying the
I'm
vibe?
really enjoying the vibe, yeah.
That's amazing. And now, next to him, and our second guest for tonight, she's a familiar face. If you've been watching our morning show, the AM Club, then you definitely know this face. I refer to her as a woman with enough body. Chai! Oh, yeah, nice baby. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a TV host and event MC, actually. Daphne Flashley.
Hi.
Hi, Daphne. I don't know. I feel like your energy is low today. What's happening?
Don't worry, I'll pick up.
You'll pick up.
Yeah.
So, um, obviously, we already know the story that is on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want us to delve into it too much, but I'm just going to ask you guys quickly. Zico, would you have a female best friend even if you were married?
Will I have a female best friend even
Yes.
if I'm married?
Yes.
That's a very lovely question.
Lovely.
I'm still gonna have to. I'm still gonna have.
You're still gonna have
Yeah,
a
but I mean, my sister will be a best friend, so.
Oh, okay. Daphne.
I don't have a male best friend. I would never have a male best friend. I don't think of having a male best friend. I'll go to hell if I have a male best
Yo,
friend.
Oh, okay.
Daphne, I beg, come on.
Okay. So let me just say this: with the kind of energy that Daphne is bringing in, we need some sort of a breather, and that is why we've got amazing cocktails. You can see today, I've got a little bit of pink. It's matching with my shoes, by the way.
Yeah, I
I've got a
knew.
little bit of pink,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
knew.
the man himself that did it. But Nak says I should tell you to embrace that enchanted spectacle that will leave memories worth repeating with your guests. What's your vibe? No matter your take or vibe to life, they've got you covered. Your best plug for all your local and cocktail bar treats, you can call them on the number 0540 101 370, or you can check them out on all their social media handles, Zico Pie on Instagram and Frank Cock on TikTok. And now to today's story.
Dear MX24, I want your readers to hear my story and help me out. Kuku and I have been dating for almost 3 years. As normal of a relationship, there are days we have usual misunderstandings, but we decided and agreed to discuss them and not to go to bed with unresolved issues. One day, she informed me about a visit by one of her old buddies from school. They were very cool and close. He was in town from the States and wanted us to meet him and hang out. Kukwa had mentioned his name several times, and so I was curious to know this guy. We met at the restaurant and the introductions were done. I couldn't help but notice how Kukwa and this guy passionately hugged each other. Well, I thought it was one of those things, so I ignored. Kukwa informed him that we had fixed a date for our wedding, which was going to happen in 2 months' time. He promised her he was going to be around and asked her to call him if she was stepping out or doing any wedding rounds. I felt some way, but well, I didn't bother. One day I went to visit Kukwa at her place. I met them in a very compromising state. I didn't like it at all. I spoke to Kukwa privately, raising concerns. Her response was, "Oh, we are cool like that, oh." I was confused. How can you be this cozy with your male friend? Well, I had to trust her, so I did. Our engagement day came. Something strange happened. This guy, upon seeing the bride, Kukwa, was teary. His reason was that he was losing his bestie, since his bestie was getting married. Well, fast forward, we got married, and this guy literally was spending his days in our house. My wife was just spending so much time with this guy. It didn't make sense for me. Anytime I confronted her, she brushed it off. I kept telling her that she is a married woman now, and some actions needed to be stopped. She kept saying, "Oh, but it's nothing." One day I came back from work very early because I had other engagements later that evening. For the second time, I met my wife with this bestie guy in a very compromising state. My wife jumped to defense saying, "Oh, there's nothing wrong because they were cool back then and still cool now. And there's nothing between them." I told her it's not about just saying there's nothing, but actions should show. I further told her that feelings and certain acts could arise from just being in such compromising states, which they may regret later. My wife got upset, angry, and started shouting that I don't trust her and why is it? It became a scene. She has started giving me attitude in the house. People, what should I do now? Am I at fault for raising these concerns? Am I at fault for speaking about the state of how I found my wife? What can I do to save my marriage? How do I fix this?
Now, we understand why when we started the show, I had this very, morose look on my face because the story, I would be very honest with you, I got pissed when I heard the story. In the beginning, I was like, "Oh, okay, it's understandable. She has a best friend." And then when he further explained it, I was like, "Okay, now you're pissing me off." I'll start with you, Daphne. How close is too close? Like, if you're in a committed relationship with somebody, should there be clear boundaries with friends of the opposite sex, especially when they're like exes or old flames, crushes, best friends?
Definitely. The boundary should be thick.
Very thick.
Very
like
thick.
wawa stick.
Listen, because I don't know how to put it, but
Yeah.
first of all, why will you even put yourself in such a situation? The fact that you think that when you put your hands in fire, it won't burn you because you are wrapped up in anti-fire clothes doesn't mean you should go and jump in it. Do you get where I'm coming
Yeah.
from? Like, so why would you even put yourself in a situation like that? And that's something that I really don't understand sometimes as women.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the men, they actually do know what you're talking about.
They definitely do.
They do. know what you're talking about. Them being men, they know what they're talking about. So sometimes that's why I will definitely listen to a man when he's talking, because he's been there, he's done that. Like, let's be for real. Why would you put yourself in your situation? And if you love your husband, why would you put your husband
in
that situation?
Imagine if the roles were reversed.
And now when he says that you're throwing tantrums here and there, that he doesn't trust you, like,
I feel like that is the number one defense that cheaters use when they are caught. The moment you're caught, no, oh, you don't trust me. You don't trust me.
I trust you, but I have to see reasonable. Because when you go to court, they said what? You have to prove yourself.
Beyond reasonable doubt.
Exactly. That's why ASAP Rocky is free, because it was beyond reasonable doubt. So there is no way. First of all, as a woman, I'm sorry to anyone who is going to. In fact, I'm not sorry. Where's the camera? Don't you dare have a male bestie. What's the meaning of that? Are you male bestie?
Yeah.
Because you seem to forget that naturally, as a man and as a woman,
feelings are definitely going to develop.
No matter what, it's a male bestie. Oh, and then you expect me to say, so my man has a female bestie. And
then I'll be smiling about it.
That's the bestie. Oh, it was you and your bestie. Oh, we are going to the...
Me and my bestie, we're going to Royal Century for the weekend. I'll text you when I get to Accra, babe.
Bestie, you'll be sitting there, I'll bring extra 3 besties. Don't be at my bag.
One left, one right, one behind.
You want to bestie?
Zico. Yeah. Do you think certain lines should be drawn when you're in a committed relationship, or in this case, you're married? Should those lines be drawn?
Relationship, I feel, will be different. Marriage, yes. If you're married, that one, the line should be...
Okay, so talk to us about those 2 points of view.
Yeah, but in relationship, see, we are... I believe we are testing the waters.
Okay.
Mark my words. And I know people are going to bite my teeth.
You're testing the waters.
Yes. But see, everybody, like I said, and I have this principle, everybody coming into your life is in to complement it. Do you get it? So if you don't know who will blossom you more, and you might feel, oh, because I'm stuck, I like this boy. Yes, you
Zico, before I let you continue, let me just ask you this. Do you support the idea that a man or a woman can date 2 people at the same time just to know who he wants to end up with?
Do I support the idea?
Yes.
I know that exists, so I might not support it, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
No, I'm asking because you just said that when you're in a relationship with somebody, you're testing the waters.
Yes.
So it is in that sense, I'm using the explanation you gave me to say that in that sense, it will make sense to date like 2 or 3. Because I have a friend who lives in the US, and then he says the same thing. He would call me. I remember years ago, he would call me and tell me that, look, don't go and date one person and give all your life to the person.
Oh yeah, that one day I agree.
You should meet 2 or 3 people and see who is serious about marrying you.
So not to cut you, but the line is, we are dating, we are not doing the thing. Do you get it?
Yes.
If we are bringing intimacy and we are banging all the time, that is where the problem. Yes, we can. But if I'm dating and I want to meet about 5,000 people and hang out, have a vibe, have a convo.
That one, it's definitely fun.
Not to catch you, but Ghana dating is different from outside the country.
I think that
dating.
in Ghana here, we mistake courtship, dating.
Exactly.
All of those
things.
things.
Because outside the country, they can say we're a date. Let's say, okay, this show, Love is Blind. If Netflix, Love is Blind.
I don't watch reality shows.
But so this what happens. They go into a house, over 20, 10 men, 10 women. They date, just go on dates with each other. By day 10, they ask someone to marry them. Now, what they'll say is, these are all my exes because I've dated them.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in Ghana here, dating means that I'm waking up next to you. I'm wearing your oversized t-shirt.
Your oversized t-shirt, your boxers, and your oversized flip-flops.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's look at that. Now, if Zico, you're coming from that side of the Western kind of dating, then I'll get you. Okay. But for you to date someone, as in Ghana, the Africa dating, where you're intimate with a person, then I won't go for double dating. First of all, it's stressful.
It is stressful. I can
stressful
imagine.
to
Because
double
many a
date.
time I hear stories of people saying that, hey, my girlfriend is coming in the morning, then my other girlfriend will come in the afternoon. But it's like they have come and clash at the same time. What do I do? What do I
It's
like?
Yeah.
Extension board.
Yeah, they had a question and why people fall in that twist and balances. They are not open. Yes, me. If I want to do double dates, I'll be very open with you.
You
yeah,
tell,
that,
okay.
yeah, we are trying this out.
Yes.
You get it?
But there's also another
I
person.
won't get- I won't
Almighty
get-
Nelly.
I won't get from the word go. I won't get intimate with you.
Okay.
It should be known. Do you get it? It should be
Okay.
known.
So does it mean
Gentleman.
that okay, so let's say there are two women, right?
Yes.
Does it mean that the first person that you get intimate with, that's the person that you might be in a relationship with?
No, and I'm sorry, not to answer your question, but if someone gets intimate with you, it's not going
See,
to be
that's
It's not a guarantee
it's
of
not a
that one.
guarantee.
Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
tell you, if you like do Pluto, jump over, let him throw you.
Let's
It
hang
would-
on the fun.
Yeah.
It will never be a guarantee. A man knows what he wants from the
100%.
get-go.
Isn't it funny that
by
I'm
day
happy
3.
you're mentioning that, because isn't it funny that you may date a man for 9 years, he wouldn't even speak of engaging you or getting married to you. The moment you guys break up, 6 months later, you hear that he's getting
I've been in
married.
that situation before.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm
That's why.
saying, I dated someone for years.
Uh-huh.
All the things I was begging him to do. See, I used to do everything. I used to celebrate anniversary and everything. I remember on our anniversary, I went to buy cake and did set up.
This one, you deserve this.
That day, God said he doesn't see a future with me anymore. After years. And I was just looking at him and I was just laughing. And he was like, he was expecting me to cry. Why am I laughing? Do you know that 6 months into breaking up with me, he married someone? He married someone. So let's not even go there. That's not guaranteed.
Zico,
Ask me all the questions, my
should-
dear. Ask me all the questions.
I am so shocked.
I'm
Like,
the man here. Let me see. We have these two things to life.
Okay.
I've been a boy before, and now I'm a man.
you've been a boy before, you're a man now.
Let's go to the boyish life. I can play you
Yeah.
and hang around 20 years just to get what I want
Oh, I see.
and just bounce. I can even go to the extent of marrying, then I'll bounce. It happens.
Wow.
Yeah, people do that. Do you get
To
it?
prove a point.
Yeah.
Yes. They would just stick way
No,
through
that is, I completely believe you. When I was in high school, I used to have male best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was the type of person that, due to personal reasons, personal medical reasons, I didn't even want to think about relationships or like a boyfriend or the. So I think I had my first relationship in like, when I was in level 200 or 300 in the university.
Oh, they're a good girl.
I was a very good girl. My father
Yeah.
was so proud of me.
In secondary school, I was taking.
You'll be taking. Why wouldn't you be taking? Double and triple. Anyways, there was a time where my best friend at the time, he came and he told me that, hey, Abita, the boys have done bet on you.
Eish.
I'm saying, bet, bang. Can you believe they used a pack of calipo for the bet? That whoever comes to ask me out and I agree and they get a kiss, anything, a hug, a smooch, the person wins the calipo. So do you know what I told my friend? I told him, you know what? He should go and tell them that I have agreed to him. And then he said, if he goes like that, they will realize that we've... So he took his phone and then we pretended to have a fresh conversation where he was like, then I was like, oh, but I don't like that too. And, you know, this type of thing, just so that it would seem very... When he won the calipo, he came and then we shared it.
Yeah,
So I believe that thing that
but
guys
it's normal.
would.
It's normal. I've experienced some. Back then, UCC went for a poolside party. Two girls, like, we bet on them. And we went and I told you, oh, Charles, see, my boys, they've placed money on your heads. Me, I will give you cards. Make us sit in between the two of you. Give me pegs. Left, right, center.
They're not
I ordered
This is physical bet
food.
way.
I ordered food for them. And they were surprised. Like, they brought the food. And they give me peg. I took numbers.
This is
Take-
called in-person bet way. Proper
Yeah.
betting. But guys, let's get back to our conversation. Zico, should a partner's discomfort, like the way our writer
Yes.
has said that numerous times he has told his wife he's uncomfortable with the compromising situations that he keeps finding them on, should it be enough reason for his wife to adjust that behavior? Or if he asks her, or if he continues to ask her, it means he's trying to change her? Because many a time when you tell women or men that are in this type of friendships to, oh please baby, can you, like, the hugging, and then you're trying to change who I am a very bubbly person, now you're telling me not to hug my friends. Please, do you think it's enough reason for him to tell his his partner to change that behavior? Or would it be asking too much?
I believe in this. Those who sin, pay them back with sin.
Oh.
Yes. So
now, what is your definition of those who sin, pay them back
so
with
me,
sin?
if you want to do the bestie thing, I also hang out with my besties. I'll do my boys. I won't be coming home early. Then we'll see how you also feel as a wife. Do you get it? So, yes, in that state, you might, is my wife. I'll plead, I'll bring family in so that they talk to you, so that you change. But if the changing is not changing, bet you me, I'm also going to hit the streets. And we'll see how it goes, you know. I also bring in my bestie.
Your besties,
my
the
ladies.
besties that you met them in one day, you bring them to the house, eh?
I can even bribe people to be my besties. Then when they come.
Okay, Daphne, you keep shaking your head and you are me a lot.
No, because as my partner, not just my partner, but my husband, you owe me all the respect. You owe me all the love to stay away from someone I'm uncomfortable with.
How?
Now hear me out.
No, definitely. I'm confused here. Now,
Okay, let's hear her
I want
out.
to ask you a question. The guy is not misbehaving outside, though.
It doesn't matter.
They are just in a room. Mupia, you are the husband, you are the wife.
All right, sure. Do you get what I'm... Let me tell you where I'm coming from. When I am feeling uncomfortable, right now, when I'm with someone and the person is feeling uncomfortable with someone that I'm working with, I won't even think twice. I don't care how long we've known each other.
Because it is crazy, because I remember I was in a relationship.
Yeah.
That was like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we went to the cinema, right? And we were friends with the people of the cinema. And then one of the guys, even before I got into the relationship with the person, we used to be very cool friends. So usually when I come to the cinema, he would just kind of like, the type of hug where you lift the person.
Carry you. I love that though.
And I was okay with that because I wasn't in a relationship. But I forgot to tell him that, I'm in a relationship, that we can't do that.
Okay.
So the moment he did that, I realized that my partner's face had changed.
Yeah.
The moment we entered the cinema hall, he told me, can you please ask so and so to please stop doing that? So when I got home, I texted him and I told him, look, I know we're good friends, we're cool friends, like we play like that. But I think it will be a bit of a disrespect if we're doing this in front of this person, whether he's there or he's not there. So can we please put a stop to it? I mean, we can shake. That's fine. We can talk.
If you're married to the person, I don't have a problem. That's my beef in this whole. If you're married, yes. But if you're not married and the person can just one day get up and have a bad dream, it's over.
No, but
are you going to cut all your friends because of
no?
one
Okay,
man?
but let me come in there, please.
See,
listen.
it has happened in this Ghana here.
Wait, everything you do in a relationship, that's what you're going to do in marriage.
Says who?
Exactly, that is what
come
it's
on.
supposed to be.
I mean, I always feel like a relationship is a mirror to your
that means you're being
It's-
fake.
it's
That means you're being
being fake how?
two-faced.
You
That means you're
can't be
being
fake.
two-faced.
No,
That
you
means you're
can't be.
being fake.
No, because you
if
can't.
say
If you tell her that it is okay to do this while you're in a relationship,
Then
you
when
can't
you
stop it when
marry-
you get married. Because then she'll start
Yeah.
thinking you're changing who I am.
No. So, like I made mention.
So start it now. Start
Yes.
your rules, start your boundaries, and start everything now.
Now.
So that when you enter,
It
in
lays
the
the
relationship,
foundation
it's not
for your
going to be a
marriage.
shock.
Yes.
Now she's going to be like, "Who is this? I thought he liked this. Oh, I thought he liked this." Now that's where she's going to go. Like, you don't trust me anymore because now she'll start. Why is that you didn't have a problem with
When
it when
we
we're
were
in a
dating,
when we're
yeah.
dating?
So
you can't say that.
See, I don't have a problem. We're in a relationship.
Okay.
Hug your friends, hang out with them. Me, I don't have a problem.
Okay.
Well,
You get
Obiano
it? But I'll let you know if you are hanging out and you are with me. Probably sometimes you can't cross. No, me.
So
Yes.
it is fine for them to do it so far as you're not there. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not about me not being there as such. But yeah, the thing is, he's your friend.
Okay.
He came into a picture before I did. no matter what. And friends and family, they will forever be your backbone.
But I also
See, me, I've gone through that thing before.
Oh,
You remember I told you that my
Yeah.
first relationship was in level 200 or 300. He used to come around with this girl
Yeah.
and tell me that it was his best friend.
Yeah, but-
Until I chanced on chats
Yeah.
and the action.
And
Until
I
now,
also
he still
think-
doesn't think
right.
it is a problem.
And I also think that as a grown ass, let's be real. I also think that as a grown person, right, it is for you to know that I've matured mentally.
Yes.
Automatically, there
There
are
are certain
certain things
things.
that I can't do anymore. Once I've decided to say, yes, I will be your
Your
girlfriend,
girlfriend.
or yes, I will be your boyfriend. First of all, I was sitting my somewhere and you asked me out. So knowing that you've asked me, you have to come correct because I'm coming in correct. And as a grown woman, I will definitely know that now. If I used to receive phone calls from my male friends
At
night
10
and
and
odd,
11
there's
PM.
no way that my man will be calling me at 10 and then it will be like number busy and they ask me
Yes.
who was it. I'm like, it's Kweku.
I'm talking to my best friend.
I'm talking to Kweku.
Like, you even start looking at you some way and say,
so
"Ah,
yeah,
get
so
away."
yeah, there the argument goes.
Okay.
As a matured, grown ass, whatever word you want to use it. So far as two of you decide to be in a relationship, right? Whether you've not been to school or if you've been to school before, it clicks and it dawns on you. You are inviting trouble into your life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You are inviting
You're
trouble.
making
Uh-huh.
sense.
You get it?
That's what I was waiting
Yeah,
for.
you are inviting trouble into your life.
Yeah.
So as a person, there are some stuffs you wouldn't do. Me, when I'm in a relationship, 9 o'clock or 8 something, my phone automatically will go on.
My
flight
do
mode.
not disturb starts from 7
Yes.
p.m. Even I don't take business calls after 5.
Yes. So
I tell you, whatever I have to say, you get it, the answer you want, you get it by close of business day. 5 p.m., I'm done.
yeah, so
You
as a
call me after
person-
5, you won't get me.
As a person, you must personally have your own principles to life.
Yeah.
You must. It's not about relationship defining you. A boy come in, cut your friends. It can't be possible.
in
My
as
dear,
much
like we
as-
go
No,
to
but you know,
In
there
as
are
much
certain
as they're
people, they
always
are
having your
slow to those
principles,
things.
in
So
as
it would
mu-
just make sense to also prompt them. I mean, you don't have to prompt them like in a bossy way. You can just say, oh, babe,
this
in
thing,
this
I don't
call,
like
you'll
it.
be receiving a lot of calls at
And
11 p.m.
Can I say
oh.
something? The principles that you're growing up to build with yourself, your boundaries and everything.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about relationships.
Personally.
We're talking about personally,
Yes.
friendships and all of that. We are just making the relationship the main here today.
Yeah.
That's why we are mentioning it more. But if you think it's a relationship that will make you have to determine that you have to cut this person off, because
Then,
yeah,
there are
'cause
questions that need
even
to be
if-
answered.
Even if I'm not dating, now, I will never pick a man's phone call as at 10 p.m. I'm not dating you.
I'm not dating.
Even
Why
if I'm not
you don't need that
dating.
much access to a person. Like
Exactly.
people, we need to. I think we've gotten to a point that we're starting to miss the point where you don't need everybody to get access to you. Sometimes
yes.
you need to limit the access that people can get to you. Do you understand? Daphne, do you think spending intimate time, now the key word here is intimate time with a close friend, even without the sex, is a form of betrayal to your husband?
It's a betrayal.
Yeah.
A big time.
If you want any
betrayal.
form of intimacy, your husband is
Because
there.
any form of, let me give you a perfect example, and it's not even about intimacy, but
Yeah.
there was one time that I was in an office discussing, I have a readers group, and we're discussing something about the new book we are coming out with. And there's a lady, the boss, right? So it was me and the boss. The lady came and asked the boss, what does he want for lunch? And meanwhile, that's a married man.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I don't really know. Anything is fine. And he said, what about her? And then the girl said she wants to give me some of the food. I said, it's not even your food that I like. I have money to buy my own food. Anyway, I'm just being petty. But anyway, he went back, brought her biscuit. Brought the man biscuit. You know, all these things. First of all, you
Like,
are
there are certain
enabling-
things that
these
when
are
you
Now,
gift,
see,
yeah.
subtle enabling.
Yeah.
Now the Zico Simi want to come out.
Hey,
Let it come out.
Let it come out.
Today I was just trying to. I'm not getting Daffy right now.
Uh-huh.
So just buying or come to ask
No,
me.
there are certain ways that you
What is-
enable
what is
people.
it?
No,
No.
Zico, let me give you an
I
example.
like
It's an
you.
amount of time
I like
that
you.
you sleep
I like
with
you
her.
in
Yes.
an
I'll
office.
tell you.
I like you in an office, and I see you want to kiss the back of your hand. I'll do it.
No, no,
And-
no, but you can't do that as a married man.
As a married man, Zico.
You are married.
Yes.
Look, I always say that there are certain forms of.
Yes,
Are you dating?
There are different ways.
dating?
Zico, don't ask him that question. No, Zico,
Zico's
dear.
girlfriend, I'm sorry for you, wherever you
Oh no, you can't be sorry. Because me myself, I'm not sorry for myself. How can you be sorry for somebody's daughter? I'm not sorry for myself. How can you be sorry for somebody's daughter?
The thing is,
No,
I think what Daphne is aiming to
Yes.
bring a spotlight on is the fact that there are certain ways that we can enable people.
Yes.
Now, let me give you an example. Let me use the example that I was using before.
Okay.
So this friend that I have at the cinema, please, sorry, he keeps hugging me and then, taking me
Lifting
up and then twirling me around. The first few times, it's like, oh, we're just cool. Now, the moment I allow him to do that while I am in a relationship or I am married, he's going to take it further. Now, it wouldn't be just hugging me. He will start putting hands on me, touching me in
How?
places
Why?
sensitive. No, because he has gotten comfortable.
No, first of all,
How?
that's humans. Once you
Yes,
put
human beings, when you
the
give them
body-
10,
no,
they'll
no,
add
no,
another
no,
zero
add
to
another
it.
zero.
They're 100.
But yeah, the thing, you've been doing it. So it's not now that you're in a relationship that he will put his hand somewhere.
But that is why
I
you're
don't-
creating
That is why you're
boundaries.
creating those
See,
boundaries.
see, me, the man in the question is either he has problem being romantic himself.
Hey, God.
Do you get it? Because me, standing here, the way I love romance, I love love. I won't stand there for another man to come and take my wife's time and spend. I will never give you that British person.
How about we think of it this way, that this man,
never
our
give
writer, is a very romantic person.
He's never a romantic
That's what I'm
person.
saying, that we're
Forget
assuming.
about him. He's
That's
not
what I'm saying, that
romantic.
we're assuming that he's a
not.
romantic
He's
person.
not.
And his wife is still doing this. He has every right to bring your attention to it. Right?
But see, yeah, you dey chop all the romance in the world. Your man is not giving breathing space, and you still make time for your best friend. Then is the devil.
Yes,
then
because that's the same
then
way
is
a
the devil-
woman
No, but the
will
thing
lay
is-
her life down and
Yes.
the man will go and cheat.
I said, then is the devil that lives in that person.
Oh, really?
Okay, then the devil
Okay,
living.
then it's the devil that is living in.
Exactly.
No, but it's serious. So,
Deliverance.
yeah, you have a man
Yeah.
who's dedicated his life, his time, being there for you, chopping love. Even I beg you.
Excuse
But it
me.
Everywhere
happens.
you are doing
can
the
I
do.
say something?
Daphne.
It is the same way a woman will lay down her life for her husband. Let me finish.
Okay,
Daphne,
let Daphne
Daphne, Daphne, I don't want you to
let
finish.
Daphne finish.
Daphne, I don't
Let
want you to
Daphne
finish.
finish.
Women, you are laying down your life, and you feel the fact that you are committed and you are staying with me, you are doing stuff for me. That is laying down your life. Please forget it.
So what is laying down
and the
your
fact
life?
and the fact that you have sex, please forget it.
Okay, so look, you know what?
The fact that you would make love. I don't want to have sex. So the fact that you will make love, that will take my mind off the world. And I'm sitting in the office, I will still think of baby. I miss this thing you did
If
to me
you did,
yesterday.
you would cheat.
I won't cheat.
See,
Madam,
there are
I
people
won't
that
cheat.
have done multiple of it.
Oh,
There are people that
they-
have hung on the clouds.
They don't. They don't do it.
And
well.
they have still left them.
They don't do it
Right,
well.
right.
They don't do
They
it
don't
well.
do it well.
Okay,
They
we're going
should
to take
not
a breather. We're going to take
Yeah.
a breather because I
It's
can see that
needed.
it's
It's
getting
much
really
needed.
heated in the studios. But guys, there's one thing that I mean, aside the cheating and the best friends and the lines that are getting blurred, there's one thing that we all want in this life, whether we're married or we're single or we're in a relationship. Everybody wants to be successful, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, success, everybody wants it, everybody dreams of it. We all aspire to succeed and make a mark in life. We push ourselves to excel, enduring challenges along the way just to be successful. Charlie, when we get tough, and I bet you it will, you need that extra boost to keep pushing forward. And on those days when you need someone to be there for you, Cowbell Coffee will be by your side. It's a rich, creamy 3-in-1 blend with a great taste and aroma that will kickstart your day. Now, whether you're working or you're just creating memories with friends and loved ones, Cowbell Coffee will be there with you every moment. So no matter where you are at as you chase after those dreams and those goals, keep Cowbell Coffee close to stay motivated and going. Remember, Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment. I think this would have been one of the best times to kind of like serve us marks of Cowbell Coffee because it is crazy. Now, guys, we're going to go back to the conversation. Again, we're still taking the breather because, I mean, I can see Daphne is heated. You see the stance she has made, eh? And Zico to has cocked to one side, eh? No, Miss Mo. So, guys, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk more. Guys, you're welcome back. We're still live here at the Content Studio in Laboni. It's your favorite show on MX24 TV, The Broken Pen with me, Yabita. And today, if you're just joining us, oh my God, you have missed so much. But in studio here with me today, I've got Zico and Daphne Flashley. And we're going to continue the conversation because we had to go on a break. Guys, the heat that was here is the palpable heat that can cut somebody if you're not careful. But Zico, should friendships with the opposite sex change after marriage? Is it expected that it should change, or would it be unfair?
See, this one there, with all honesty, it should.
It should. Okay.
But the other side of me, the Zigos in me says, no.
You can't tell. She can't tell you what to do.
See, you can take a donkey, you can take a horse to the
riverside. You can't force it to drink. Yes.
The thing is, my dear, change your friends or cut some things you are doing, but don't let go. That is it.
Okay, because, so she should find a balance between. Okay.
Yeah, because the thing is, I can also daydream, have a nightmare one day and say, this marriage is over. Yeah, your pastor can get up and say a prophecy right now, your husband is entering into a cult, so leave your husband, which might be false or true, and the marriage will collapse. What happens to you then? Are you now going to beg all your friends and family to come back? I'm sorry, because of a man, I wanted to cut ties with you, I wanted to stop. Please.
You should just try and find a balance.
I beg you.
Okay, Daphne.
I agree with him.
Okay.
Yeah, we should.
Hey.
Yeah. We should find a balance, honestly. But as I'm saying, and as I always say, when you're married, automatically you're supposed to, there's this mindset that's supposed to come in that I'm married and there's another person that is dependent on me, because we are dependent on each other when we are married. So some things I used to do, I'm not gonna
do them anymore.
Like if I used to party till daybreak, till mama calls, this time I'm a married woman.
Yeah.
Mama doesn't have to call. My husband
till husband calls.
My husband will do the calling. You know? So with that one, you know that even you're keeping your friends, but there are certain places that you can't, as a married woman, like you can't find yourself at certain places when your friends are saying, let's go, let's go. But yes, like we're still friends, we're still talking and all of that. As he said, but when push comes to shove, Charlie, you know that you still have your circle
around you.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you think the husband was being too sensitive?
No.
So he senses something, and that is why.
As I said, men, let me tell you something. God did it in such a way that God gave the women the ability to think with their emotions.
Yeah.
And men logically.
Yeah.
Logic will always surpass emotions. I can feel like I'm a married woman, and today I can feel like I'm emotional and I want to bring a snake as a pet. My husband has the logic to say, I understand you're emotional. You want to bring a snake, but the snake is going to harm my kids. That is why God, in his own sense, made a man the leader of the home. But logic and emotion coming together is a beautiful blending point. Just that the man knows logically that this friendship is not right. So you, as the woman who has made the vows between God and man to submit and be feminine, you need to trust your husband's judgment. Do you get where I'm coming from? So that is why when my husband comes to me and say, babe, this person that you're always walking with, it tickles me a bit, because I see, as a man, I see how he looks at you. As a man that was once single before I saw you, and I decided to be in a relationship with you, I see how he looks at you. I see how he holds you. This is not right. Definitely. As a wife, I'll mind him. I'm not saying I'll cut him off or whatever.
But you try to find ways and means where setting boundaries should be done. Zico, why do you keep...
He's laughing at my sentiment.
I'm not laughing at your sentiment, too, but like you're saying, men, it's not all men that think logically. And it's not all the logic in our heads that are right. Some are born out of jealousy.
That's why I'm trusting my husband's judgment.
But some are born out of jealousy. Some are born out of past experience and greed. You get it? Yes. You might follow somebody's logic and might cut away your blessing. It happens.
Okay, but in this case, this blessing is in compromising situations with your wife.
Yeah, that one, I'll say the man, like I said, I'll say it again. The man is not a romantic guy. Mark it anyway.
How would you know?
See, please mark it anywhere. Mark it. The man is
If it
not.
was romantic, she wouldn't
come
even
on.
think about her best friend.
Like, the man is not romantic. Forget it.
Well, the opinions definitely differ. Certain sentiments were shared that are like the same, some aren't. But we took this matter into the court of public opinion, and this is what they had to say.
In this wedding, there's nothing like bestie. Definitely, I should know that something is going on between them. It's either I let go of the woman or I keep her for my own risk. I hope you understand. Like, assuming maybe taking woman who has a male bestie, knowing that they are into intimacy, something stuff. It's either it all comes at my own cost. Do you understand? Looking at how they are going all about, it's either maybe I should leave her or I should stay with her. And if I stay with her, it's on my own risk. I hope you get it. So that's it.
But don't you think you're overreacting because she keeps insisting, there's nothing going on between the two of us.
Is that person taking care of her? If the person is taking care of her, that's fine. But if I'm the one taking care of her and then she has a male bestie, then automatically it's clearly she's cheating.
What do you mean, sir? What do you mean, sir, straight? You be generally.
Oh, if
Maybe you go madam Pabakuso. Debbie, no go zoom.
don't you think say ABI who overreact to sell Becca say ABI no go zone? ABI I grow keke no moody.
I grow the simple ba. The simple nam. Oyere the yonko be money than Pabakuso. Debbie. Other people no ko pe. Only sister ko dan pass way. Debbie. So for she media, as probably some interest. Me who be that. So when yonko ba. Only dan pass so dan nufuso. So now I can't wait to the social channel. So no agro. And I didn't send man.
As a gentleman, I'll just divorce my wife. And, I'll start a new life.
But don't you think maybe you are being you are overreacting?
Oh, nah. As a woman, they said for better, for worse. So you take me as your bestie, your mother, your father, like everything, So as a gentleman, as I said, I'll just, start a new life. Because if you indeed need me, you won't go for another man.
But they've been long lost friends. Like they've been together, they've been best friends even before they found you.
Hey, but best friends, you see, I'll grow be you see. Nah. Best friend inside the dark room there. Nah.
Oh, eno deɛ me metumi hu sɛ bɛrima no me girl no o n'ani gye bɛrima no ho ɛno na metumi hu. We apart from eno deɛ sɛ metumi ne na yɛ bibia bi te sɛ style ne bɛrima no yɛ na ba on fa me nyɛ na ne bɛrima no yɛ deɛ pa sɛ na kuma akɔdi bɛrima no ɛno na me style sare metumi hu. Okay.
Nemo, don't you think that you are overreacting? Say woka say opte boy na.
Ɛno na me ka ne sɛ metumi ne na yɛ saa ba on fa me nyɛ na ne bɛrima no yɛ deɛ ne pa sɛ na kuma ni me ho bi. What I say?
It's crazy because some of the comments that the public had to say is a re-echo of some of the things that we've been saying in the studios. However, some of you had some to say on our social media platforms. Ruth Sefiam says, some women, my gender, no. If reverse was the case now, she would have been calling you names. Well, wake her up at dawn one day, lay your feelings towards her, pour it out on her, how you feel and everything. Hear whatever she has to say and then observe things. If nothing changes, hire a female friend to do the same thing with. And let's see how she feels about it. But then again, you are the man of the home. Tell that dude to respect himself and not set foot in your home again. What manner of disrespect is this? I've done it. Then Luxury in Silk says, install a camera secretly without informing your wife or go home without your wife's awareness. Oh, he has already done that, baby, twice. All your doubts will be cleared. This is a long one, but we're going to keep it short. J Body Piercing says, so your wife does not have female friends to come visit her or take her around during her wedding preparation? Twice in the same compromising position. First about to be married and second after marriage. My man just knows say that guy don't blow your wife. Flaring up when you confront her about her actions means she's doing it already. As the other guy said, you are a backup plan. Sam says, I think you have to assert your boundaries as a man. This isn't rocket science. You definitely have met them in compromising situations, not once, not twice. You really can't believe otherwise. Make her make a choice, your marriage or her bestie. Alpha Mero says she definitely has feelings for this guy. She needs to hear what you're saying from a third party, probably her pastor or a counselor, before she destroys your marriage. Delajo says, you saw the signs and went ahead with the marriage. Bro, my gender too, sometimes they are so unbelievable. You're supposed to investigate long time about them, but you kept brushing it off. Now you see. Kweku Tebi says, by now, they've done the do's before and after marriage, just that you haven't caught them. Amano says, man, just leave for peace of mind. Leiling says, likely the woman doesn't really understand what it means to be married. If you guys have been besties way back, there's nothing wrong. But the moment you become a wife, boundaries must be set. As a married woman or man, what do you need a bestie for? He should have a final discussion with her. If it's still to no avail, he can involve his in-laws. Sending love and light. Simbad says, why, young man, are you scared of your wife? Has she been buying food for house? Even with that, you see me the next day in the same compromising way, automatically and naturally. And the last comment, Tash Mataz, she married you, but she is in love with him. If you decide to stay, don't be surprised if she gives birth to children who look suspiciously like him. Zico, we have heard the comments.
Yeah.
We've heard what other people had to say. I'm just going to ask this. Where should trust end and self-respect begin? Especially with the situation that we're dealing with today.
Trust.
Where, because at this point, we're feeling like he trusts his wife so much. That is why he's even worried enough to even write us a letter addressing the situation. Where do you think his trusting his wife should end and his self-respect he should pick up on his self-respect and make a decision?
So, in this case, let me just say, the man is not too grown. He's still behaving like a boy. You get? Oh yeah, no two ways about that. He's still behaving like a boy. Like far before you got married, she showed you a sign.
Yeah.
And you just took it for granted, and you say, "I trust." My dear, my mom cried the very day she serves food, and the way she apportions it changed. My trust issues and instant start kicking it. So, gentlemen, I just believe he's lost it. From the word go, he's lost it. So, is it that he finds himself again and tries to sit the wife down, they rebuild this, and see if they can set the boundaries right again. But if not, you should just enjoy You should just enjoy it the way it is, man.
The way it is. Daphne?
Yeah.
What do we think?
What do you want to hear?
I just want to know. Well, at what point should his trust end and his self-respect should kick in?
Long time.
This is what tempo he has chair.
Because I think from the very beginning, it's sad though, because red flag will be there.
This is red banner. They'll be waving the banner at you, but you will not see
They will
it.
be saying, Anaya, orange. You know, but the thing
Maybe
is
it's
red,
yellow, but
maybe
it's the sun
yellow.
that is making it look
It's
red.
crazy. See, let me tell you, love. Oh, they say love is blind. It's truly blind.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Sometimes you know that this is it, but because you are so in love with the person, you're going to ignore the signs. And this is the situation right now. Now it became times two, because he thought that when they marry, it's going to change. But look at them.
But look at it.
Compromising
Now he's
situation.
spending days in your house,
Like,
in your matrimonial home.
And when he spends the days, it's not like the husband is involved. Though.
No. He spends the days in the house with only the wife, his best friend.
That's what I'm saying. The guy is not romantic. How about you?
Like, by this time, but my wife, I'll ask you to go and get groceries at a mat. By the time you come back, then that's your best friend. He's gone. No.
The man is not
fast.
romantic, and he's been
He's
a
gone.
boy.
Yeah.
This is quite a. For some reason, this is actually quite sad because I'm trying to imagine if I was in his position and my husband kept bringing a woman over saying that it is his best friend, or on our wedding day, she's crying. You're crying for what? Is somebody dead at my engagement? Why are you crying? You're crying that what? You lost. You're crying that what's going on, my dear? Why you crying?
You enjoy it.
And you said you were going to stick around for only the wedding preparation. So how come now you're spending days in my house? You cannot go home. And besides, wait though, diasporans, when they come to Ghana, is it not, they just spend like maybe 1 week or 2 weeks? Because, my dear, why are you spending months? You don't have work in America. Another one, you lied about it.
You're taking it in personal power.
And because I'm trying to imagine if I was in that position.
But you are in that position, what will you do? You are in love. You are a woman. You're also in love. Oh, my baby will change.
You know what? I completely understand. Yeah, Zico may be right. Maybe I might actually, because I know myself. There's certain situations, I try not to make judgments about it because I don't know how I would act.
Yeah.
And I might be too in love that I would be okay. I would be like, when she's ready to go, but there are certain things there. It doesn't matter how much I love you. You yourself, you will collect. Your best friend will collect before she also leave the house.
Exactly.
But guys, we've gotten to my favorite part of the show, my favorite segment. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Oh, you've won a clap for me, eh? I've done well, yes. So guys, we are getting ready to close the curtains on today's show, and we've gotten to my favorite part of the show, look into my eyes. I think I'll start with Zico. Look directly into your camera and tell our dear writer something.
So dear writer, I've never given a good advice before. So this won't be the first time I'll give you a good advice. So please, this is the case. My dear lady, if you want to enjoy your bestie, let your husband know and leave the marriage and start enjoying him. Please, Mr. Man, if you feel threatened, two things, and I'll give this advice again. Poison both of them. Start life afresh. Yes. Yeah, you can poison both of them. Do you get it? It's your house. You have every right. You can just one day serve them other food, put poison in it.
Do you know what Zico said? It reminded me of, you know that TikTok, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Please don't go kill your husband. I just think that if it's getting too much, there are two options. You talk to her or get somebody that she respects to talk. Or you just up and leave, because obviously this is not something that will stop anytime soon.
So if it won't stop, you must stop it.
Even the Bible says, would I want to end up in jail over somebody?
If the Bible says one hand worries you, you must cut it off.
So cut it off, leave
you
the
must cut.
Tell her to leave the house.
Cut. Please, oh dear.
Just leave the house.
Please, listen to the professional
advice. Don't listen to the professional advice. The professional advice is your mental health comes first. If your mental health comes first, my dear, you can equally leave the marriage or get somebody to talk to her. Zico, I will listen to you. But Daphne, tell our writer something.
For the man,
I
want to tell you that this is grounds for divorce. Somebody will say, what do you mean? Da, da, da. But it's grounds for divorce. Divorce your wife if you're not comfortable, because it's not going to stop. And the more you keep allowing this, it's going to get worse. You don't even know what she talks about like she talks with her bestie about you. Do you get where I'm coming from? All those compromising situations, maybe it's not compromising, maybe that's already happened.
And you just came up at the end.
Exactly.
Where we're ending it.
Exactly. And the woman, please, respect your husband, because men do take respect as love. Don't let him start feeling this way, disrespected. It will push him away, and he will do the same thing to you, and you'll be here.
And the painful part is he will do times 10 of what you're doing, and I bet you it will be more painful than he can ever imagine. But guys, thank you so much for coming on for tonight. I really appreciate Daphne and Zico. Thank you so much. Before, guys, I let you go, I just want to tell you to switch to Telecel Fixed Broadband today and experience incredible bonuses, non-expiry bundles, data transfers across devices, and lots more. New customers get 50% bonus data in addition to other mind-blowing offers, and existing customers receive 300% bonus data on every every broadband renewal to keep browsing. To subscribe to Telecel Fixed Broadband for these amazing offers, simply dial *900# or use the Telecel Play app or visit a Telecel retail outlet, or you can visit the website www.telecel.com.gh and get connected today. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Telecel, connecting energies. Here's where we draw down the curtains for today's show. I hope we're able to mend this broken pan to the best of our abilities. Guys, it wouldn't have been possible without Telecel Ghana, Nags, Calabash and Cocktail, Betway and Cowbell Coffee. To our crew backstage, as always, we say a big thank you for your effort in making this a success. I'll see you same time next week. I just want to remind you guys that my beautiful outfit today, was hey, see, I'm shiny today, I'm glowing today. My beautiful outfit was made by Amadi Creations. And you want to know what is exciting about this? Amadi Creations actually belongs to Zigo. Or Zico is a collaborator. Yeah, a collaborator on that. So we want to say a big thank you.
That's my side angel. I'll introduce her one day.
Oh, my best to this side angel. Anyways, Zico, thank you so much. Amadi Creations made me look beautiful this Thursday night. Of course, my name is Yavita. You guys already know. I'll see you same time next week. Peace out.